Greetings, YouTubers. This is BlueHedgehogMan17 once again. Today I'm going to show you my top 5 Sonic Master System / Game Gear games of all time. That being said, enough talk, let's go. In 5th place, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I hate this game, and I'm sure a lot of you who have played it hate it too. And there's only one reason why, and I'm going to explain it in just a moment. This game marks the debut of Miles Tails Prower as it did in the Genesis / Mega Drive version, but this one, he's captured by Dr. Eggman. Your job as Sonic is to collect 6 Chaos Emeralds, just like in the previous Sonic the Hedgehogs, and try to return peace to the world once and for all. Once you collect all 6 and defeat Eggman, you will rescue Tails. Now, there are 2 big problems to this game. One reason, and this is the reason why I hate the game, is because zone number 4, Green Hills Zone, Act 3 to be exact, leads you automatically to death. It's instant death. One wrong move in that act and you're gonna die courtesy of spikes. So I'd be careful if I were you, and I'd also collect a lot of lives in the process as well, also if I were you. So be aware of all of that. Secondly, there's a Chaos Emerald in level 5, Gimmick Mountain Zone, that is too easy to miss when you reach Act 2. To get the Chaos Emerald in Act 2 of Gimmick Mountain Zone, you must, when you go all the way to the right, before you get on those wheel things, go up and go left. You will find a secret room there. That secret room leads you to a couple of extra lives, and when you make it all the way to the top of that secret room, the Chaos Emerald is there. So for those who have had trouble figuring out where the Chaos Emerald was in this game, now you guys know. You'll thank me later. That was the other reason as to why this game, I have to say, it was one of the worst Sonic games to be played on a handheld system. Let alone this case being Master System / Game Gear. 4th place, the predecessor, Sonic the Hedgehog. As I stated before, you have to get 6 Chaos Emeralds in the game. This marks the first game where Sonic makes his grand debut to the Game Gear / Master System. There are a few zones from the Genesis version of the game that were redone to this version of the game too. Both versions had a Green Hill Zone, both versions had a Labyrinth Zone, and both versions finally had a Scrap Brain Zone. Now, the reason this game sucks too is because of the Jungle Zone, the 3rd level in the game. I currently own the Master System version, what happens is that in Act 2, Sonic can't go back down to any rings or anything else that he missed. If you go down, it's going to end up being a bottomless pit and you're going to die. So the Master System version isn't fair. The Game Gear version seemed much better, but I unfortunately own the Master System version. Sorry about that. Another reason I hate the Jungle Zone is because of the stupid boss itself. Yes, I hate the boss of the same zone, the Jungle Zone. Come on. He throws bowling balls or cannonballs or whatever at you, and it's not easy to avoid getting hit by them. You have to time your jumps right and whatnot just to hit Eggman 8 times and move on to the next level, which is Labyrinth Zone. Come on. And to make things worse, the 6th and final level of the game, Skybase Zone, when you face Eggman in one final battle, it's tougher because you have more hazards that'll try to stop you from beating him. This goes for both handheld versions, Master System and Game Gear. So be warned by this, boys and girls. Enough's enough with that game. Third place, Sonic the Hedgehog Chaos. This game was okay, and I liked it, but unfortunately, I give this one a number 3 because I don't know how to get all the Chaos Emeralds in this game. It has some pretty good levels and pretty good boss battles and whatnot. In this game, you have the option, to choose between Sonic or Tails. This game in Japan will be considered as Sonic and Tails. But anyway, yeah, well, there's not much to say about this game, really. All I can say is that the game was good. I like this game. It's just the Chaos Emeralds. I don't know how to get every Chaos Emerald in this game. That's all I can say about this game. So I do apologize for that. Second place, Sonic the Hedgehog Triple Trouble. First, I have to say that this game marks the debut of 2 characters. This game marks the debut of Knuckles the Echidna in these 2 handhelds, Master System and Game Gear, and it also marks the debut of Fang the Sniper, known in Japan. He's known in the USA, however, as Knack the Weasel. Knack the Weasel is a weasel who is gonna attempt to stop Sonic and Tails on their way, while Knuckles attempts to do the same thing. In this game, there are 6 levels to go through, and the way you enter the special stages to collect Chaos Emeralds is you need, as usual, 50 rings, like in almost every Sonic game. And also, you need to find a monitor with a Chaos Emerald in it. When you collect 50 rings and you break open that monitor, in order to enter the special stage, you must jump onto the stars that circle. Those circling stars will warp you to the special stage. Now, there are 2 special stages in which you have to collect 80 rings and have a battle against Knack the Weasel. And the others will require time. Yes, you'll be timed on getting some of the emeralds. This is for the 1st and 3rd. The 5th one also, but the 5th and final one is too hard. For some cases. That 5th and final special stage is the most difficult special stage to go past. I can't explain it because it's just too much. So all I can say about that is be careful. I will say this: when you get all 5 emeralds, you will get the good ending. See, because Eggman holds the last emerald, the 6th one. So they're meant to be 6 Chaos Emeralds, but Eggman holds one, so you have to get the other 5 and then stop Eggman once and for all to get the 6th one with the other 5, so you'll have all 6. After you defeat Eggman, you will be able to save Knuckles, because Knuckles got caught by the evil monster, evil villain, I should say. And then after you get all 6 emeralds, including the one Eggman took, you will successfully complete the game. This was a great game. I loved it so much. And before I review my #1 Master System Game Gear game, I also want to point out that Knack the Weasel made his 2nd appearance, and I think it was his last one, in Sonic the Fighters, also known in the USA as Sonic Championship. Maybe some other time I'll explain that game, but not right now. And the last game that I am going to review, my #1 favorite Sonic Game Gear / Master System game, is Sonic Blast. This game is a classic. I don't know why I keep saying that, but anyway. This game is in fact a classic, because in this game, when you get hit, you only lose 10 rings. I forgot to mention in Triple Trouble that when you get hit, you don't lose all your rings. The same thing applies here. You don't lose all your rings. You only lose 10 rings when you get hit. So keep that in mind. Now, in this game, there are 10 special stages to go through. There are 5 from Act 1 of each stage, worth extra lives, and the other 5 in Act 2 of each stage, worth Chaos Emeralds. Unfortunately, there are only 5 Chaos Emeralds in this game. There aren't 6 or 7, there's only 5. And each Chaos Emerald is named after each colored zone. The zones go as follows. Green Hill Zone, we all know that one. Yellow Desert Zone, similar to that of Sandopolis Zone from Sonic and Knuckles. Red Volcano Zone, or something like that, similar to that of Lava Reef Zone, also from Sonic and Knuckles. Blue Marine Zone, similar to Carnival Night from Sonic 3, Aquatic Ruin from Sonic 2, and Labyrinth Zone from Sonic 1. And finally, Silver Castle Zone, where the Chaos Emerald is, well, silver. It looks like white, but no, it's clearly silver. After getting all 5 emeralds and defeating Eggman, you'll get the good ending. And I have to say, the final boss battle with Eggman is a good one. So, yeah. So, I guess that's it. Yep, that's it. Those are my top 5 Game Gear / Master System Sonic games that I have reviewed for you guys. Comment, rate, subscribe, do whatever you have to do. This video is over, so until next time, this is BlueHedgehogMan17 saying goodbye until next time. Peace.